standing at the entrance of the Avenue of Light. It's the third year that we've done an Avenue of Light, and I want to invite you to come with me on a journey as we walk around this beautiful Avenue of Light in the Church of Ireland grounds in Virginia, where there are 82 Christmas trees lit. So you can see as I walk up through here that the tree lights are starting to come on, and it really is a beautiful place. And as we come into the first part of the trees, these are all the kind of primary sponsors who've given a little bit more so that we can keep the cost of the trees down for many people. The trees are sponsored by many groups, organisations, churches, schools, sporting groups, clubs, community groups from right across this town of Virginia. And as you walk past each tree, you'll see a little sign on it which tells you who the tree was sponsored by, a little bit about the group or the business or the church and so on. So do take time to come and walk through the grounds. They're open every day. The Avenue Light is being sponsored, as I've said, but we also want to encourage some of the groups in our town. And so there are three groups that are benefiting. Firstly, the benefit goes to Virginia Cancer Care, who do a wonderful job providing taxis and support for those who are going through cancer treatment and cancer itself. Then there is St. Vincent de Paul, the local group here, again, who just quietly behind the scenes help people who are in need with food or fuel or so on. And then the third group is Lurgan Parish Church here in Virginia to help some parish funds. And I will put a GoFundMe link, or as you come into the church grounds, you will see a QR code. If you donate via that, then the money will be shared across these groups. And then as we walk up on the Cavan side of the road, kind of changes a little bit. The trees are all warm white. Walking up the avenue, there's about 56 trees on the avenue. And then you get to this part of the church grounds, and the trees become cool white. And it's lovely on an evening like this. It's a lovely, cold, crisp, fresh evening, very cold temperatures. And so again, come and walk around the church grounds, or indeed come and drive around the church grounds. One of the nice things about these grounds is that you can drive in the main gate, you can drive up either side of the church avenue, and you will be able to drive around the church. So if someone is a little more elderly or they want to come and see, then they don't have to get out of the car. You can come and do that, and you'll see the trees are all blinking away. Outside the main church door is the parish tree. So again, if you're part of the parish, you can come along and put your name on, or you can put a bauble on or whatever. And that's the Virginia group of parishes. This group of parishes covers 4 churches: Billis, Killinghere, Lurgan and Monterconnet. Lurgan being this church, and then 3 outlying churches. So that's the tree just outside the main church door. There is the church tree. So we've done a loop of the church. I hope you're still with me. And again, we'll just have a look down the avenue, and you can see all the trees from this perspective. It's not just fantastic to be able to see all those trees lit, and it's always a relief that they come on every evening. So I want to tell you about 2 special trees at the top and centre of the avenue. As you look up, the tree on the left is a tree of remembrance, and you'll see again that tree is full of all sorts of little hearts and discs, and that's a tree where you can come and write the name of someone that maybe you've lost this year, or someone that you still miss at Christmas from a previous bereavement. So there's lots of discs there at the base of the tree. Just come and write a name, and it's a lovely kind of quiet spot just to remember that person, whether that's a fresh loss or whether that is a loss that still stays with us, as they do for a lifetime really. So that's on the left hand side, the tree of remembrance. And then on the right hand side, you'll see a tree that we call the Not Home for Christmas tree. And that's an opportunity again just to come and write the name of someone who's not able to make it home for Christmas. Thankfully, we're much freer now. When this tree went up the first year, it was just laden with names from all parts of the world that were able to be home. But if there's someone that's not able to be with you at Christmas, whether that's in Australia or New Zealand or United Arab Emirates or America or Canada or in many other parts of the world, even in Ireland actually, if someone's not going to be home for Christmas and you want to just remember them, come and write their name on that tree, the Not Home for Christmas tree. And of course you can write a number of names on either tree. And then at the very heart of our Avenue of Light is our crib. We've got a fantastic scout group in Virginia, the 3rd Cavan Virginia Scouts, and every year, gosh, for the last 10 years maybe, they have been coming and putting this wonderful crib up for us. And for me, it reminds us that the very heart of our Christmas celebrations, it's about a baby. It's about a Saviour that has been sent into the world to come and save humankind, to give us an opportunity through faith to come back to God again. And of course we know that the crib is just the start of the journey. It finishes on the cross as Jesus dies for us, and it is a moment of joy as he rises again, and we proclaim in Easter that he is not dead, he is risen. But it begins with a humble birth in a place called Bethlehem as God sends his son into the world. And it's good at Christmas to think about where God is in our lives and to think about that sense of God's grace and God's love in our lives. And of course we can see all the usual characters in the Christmas story, Mary and Joseph. We can see the angels and the wise men. And of course, as we come up to the very heart of it, we can see that the crib is still empty. We're not quite at Christmas yet. We will be in about 10 days' time. But of course, this reminds us that the Word became flesh and dwelt among us. So it's a very special place here, whether we're someone of deep faith or whether we're someone who is exploring our faith or whether we're someone who is not a person of faith, it's still a special place to come. And I'd like, as the rector of the Virginia Group of Parishes, to invite you to come and to walk the grounds here in Virginia, Church of Ireland, Lurgan Parish Church, here as part of the Virginia Group of Parishes, Billis, Killinkere, Lurgan and Munterconnet, and to really get a sense of this beautiful Avenue of Light. So I want to thank all of those who have sponsored us, all of those who've encouraged us to do this, all who work so hard to put this in place behind the scenes. It really is a beautiful addition to our town. And all I want to do now is just to wish one and all a very, very, very happy Christmas and a really peaceful and blessed 2023. So as always, take care and God bless.